Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today what we're going to do is I had a customer ask me to make a urn for her little dog, and she wants it in the shape of a daisy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carve the bottom first where the ashes are going to be setting in, and then after I get the bottom carved and cut out, then I'll do the lid. And the lid's going to be held on with magnets that are stuck in. I'm going to have it cut the holes for the magnets, and we'll go ahead and give it a run. First thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to go ahead and flatten this on both sides. And not everybody has a big flattening bit, so I'm going to use a 1/4 inch upcut end mill, and we'll go ahead and flatten it since it's going to take around 4 minutes. So it's not too bad. And then what I'll do is I'll unglue it and flip it over, and then I'll carve the actual shape just to flatten the area where it's going to be in. And then let's get her started. Alright, I got the path all set up. Basically I just did a pocket pass with the size of the wood in there, and hopefully it covers the whole thing. I believe I got it. We'll see. Sometimes it misses the outside area, you end up with a little lip, and then you got to go back and fix it. But let's get her going. I'm going to go ahead and turn you into this and shut the doors. Move this out of the way. I'm just going to get in there with a chisel and knock off what it missed. It's not too much. I'm not worried about the little corner tearing out either, because that's not going to be an issue, because it's actually going to be smaller than what this is. It's just got a couple hairs here and there. I'm a little picky, but minimal sanding, and that'll be ready to go. This is going to be the bottom of it. So what I do is I have this glued down to a piece of 1/4 inch MDF, got it clamped to my board, and then I used hot glue all the way around to glue it down into place. So all I'm going to do now is go through and chisel right down this side of it and get it popped up. I can leave that right on there because it's going to get eliminated anyway. So we'll go ahead, get our glue, scrape it off. And I have lots of this 1/4 inch MDF, so that's why I use this. And it works pretty decent for flattening wood. I got a big flattening jig for my bigger pieces, but for my small stuff I let the CNC take care of it. I feel it's more efficient. And this is outside of my wood shop. It's actually in another storage building, so I like to do it all in one place. Alright, there's a nice one right there. We'll come across this way. There. We'll go ahead and take the bottom that we just cleaned up, get it that way, and glue it in place. And you're going to want to be fairly square to the wasteboard on this one, this pass. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get this squared up. I'll move my clamp out the way. There. Okay, we'll glue it in place right there. Actually, I'm going to back that off so I can put a little bit of glue in there. And that should be good enough. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and carve the shape in now that the glue is dried up. You always want to give it a good amount of time for it to dry, otherwise it may come loose because it's still not hardened all the way. So hot glue, you got to leave it at least 5 minutes. Alright, got the code put in for carving out the shape of it. It's just going to smooth off the top and it'll give you the shape. I'll show you what it's going to do, and it'll help with sanding at the end for the top of it. You'll see what I mean in a minute here. So we'll go ahead and run the program. That's what it's going to look like. So now we're going to go ahead and punch our magnets in. Once we get the magnets punched in, then we'll go ahead and start on the actual hole of it. I just want to double check my measurements. The customer wanted it to be 4 inches, and we are at 4 inches. It's kind of a small one, but I think it'll work. So we'll go ahead and put the magnet holes in, and then I'll do the pocket pass after that. Okay, got her cut out. What we're going to do now is move the router out of the way so I can clean up that top a little bit. And it's just wood particles. Take a chisel, just kind of lightly, very lightly, you don't want to mar the wood up too much. I'm just going to get in there and kind of clean up the pieces that didn't miss, because I had to use my end mill, my 1/4 inch end mill, which is longer than all my other ones. I ordered that one special so it could fit down into something like this. This is 1.8 inches thick, so almost 2 inches thick. Just go around and kind of clean everything up a little bit. And I'll hit it with a sandpaper and I'll glue them magnets in. And then I'll pop it out, because I got tabs down on the bottom and you can't see down there. A little bit of 220. Okay, and now we're going to glue these magnets in. Use Starbond medium. These are little rare earth magnets. Little tiny guys. And how it's going to work is these are going to set in there. I'm going to make the lid the same way where they set in, and they'll snap together. So it should work out pretty good for us. Let's put a drop in there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put on an actual magnet. And you take your activator spray, spray it, set the magnet down in there. Should sit flush in there. Might need a little bit of help. There you go, nice and flush. The next one. up off of there. There's your tabs. There's the bottom of it. Take you just go around and sand the outside of it. You'll see on the end product how I do it, just so it doesn't chip out, and the tabs tend to pull the wood out and it'll pull it out of the form. So there you go, there's the bottom. On to the top. Okay, so I got the code plugged in. I had to switch to a thinner piece of wood for the top, and I switched to an 1/8 inch end mill to capture the petals of the flower quite a bit better. So what we're going to do is go ahead and carve the petals and the core shape out first, and then we're going to do the cutout of it, and then we'll handle it from there. But what we're going to be doing is doing an epoxy inlay in the petals and the core. Customer wanted us to do that for him, so I'm just setting it up for that. So sit back and enjoy. There we go. Nice little petals. Nice and clean. I used a down cut bit. I bottomed it out a little bit so it actually rounded the corners pretty nice. The shoulder of the bit. I knew it was going to be close, so I figured I'd just try it. That way I didn't have to, replace the bit or anything back to a 1/4 inch end mill. And it actually was able to fit into the little corners a lot better. So next time I might run it through the mill and just take 0.05 off of it. But next, we'll pop this guy out, and I'll show you how they're going to fit together. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to put the magnets in the top. Use a utility knife to cut that out. Bottom. Need a little bit of sanding, just clean up. There's the top. Go ahead and trim these off. Here's your bottom. There's your top. Tool urn. Let me sand that bottom off real quick so they fit better. There we go. Now we just got to figure out how to attach the magnets to the lid so that they line up and they'll snap together. I'll hold it right steady for you. I've had a little project for somebody though. All right.